Throughout the wasteland, we hear stories, many grand, some are tragic. But in that echoing chamber of stories, some lay forgotten, or worse, never heard. Today we shall talk about the life of one such forgotten, unspoken man, the last deserter. William Brandis, a strapping young man who, as many did in their youth, took up service in the army. To the extent of his military career or what position he held, it is uncertain, but William served the Enclave, fighting for his country. Killing families, enslaving people to do backbreaking work, researching dangerous genocidal technologies. All of these would be perfect enough reasons to desert the Enclave. In fact, we do encounter a similar family leaving the Enclave, who are caught by 3 Enclave soldiers in the middle of the wasteland. The child, the father, and the mother, all put to death with minigun fire, as the father preferred to die holding on to whatever secrets he had, just so that the Enclave could not use those secrets. The weapons of war were so devastating and so great that it made their own citizens run in terror from their own homes, driving them out of the safety of the Enclave and into the deaths of their wasteland. William, much like that, taking his wife Sheila Brandis, the two fled. They ran as far and as fast their legs could carry them. Armed with a missile launcher and a laser pistol, William fought the hardships of the wasteland with tooth and nail, tossing grenades into rad scorpion nests, blowing away raider camps that were posted on highways. William and his wife did the best they could, but with the ever-chasing Enclave after them, they had to eventually relent and do the one thing all of the Enclave despised: blend in with the locals. To pretend that they were the same as these half-human mutants was their only shot now at survival. Who knows? Maybe this journey taught William and Sheila that the people of the wasteland were more human than even the people in the Enclave, as the people in the wasteland were more willing to help young William and Sheila on their journey across the entire United States than the Enclave ever was to its own citizens. If you uttered any sort of criticism of the president, you were put to death. During their travels, disastrous happiness had struck. Sheila, not being a soldier but a civilian who needed constant protection, through their journeys, she became pregnant. Pregnancy is dangerous and outright deadly in such an environment. But with multiple dealings and doing favors for the locals, Sheila and William now were able to usher in a complete family, possibly thanks to the assistance of these half-human mutants that they've been living with this whole time. The new member of their family went by the name of Will Brandis, a perfectly healthy boy. By the time William and Sheila decided to stop running from the Enclave, figuring that the Enclave can't possibly have found them this far out east, they settled. They settled in Washington, D.C., in the capital wasteland, in a settlement that would be called Grayditch. Here we have access to William's journal. October 2nd, 2276. I finally found some quiet place for my family. We've been running from one settlement to the next, just trying to keep out of sight. Now that I'm on the other coast, I feel much safer. The family across the way from us seems pretty decent. Their kid, Brian, he likes to play with my son, which is great. It's hard for Will to make friends because we haven't stayed in one place long enough. Maybe we can finally put down some roots here in Grayditch. October 30th, 2276. I was scavenging some of the near buildings for junk to sell and came across a working radio. No sooner did I turn it on than I heard the familiar patriotic anthems they used to play whenever Richardson was give a speech. But this was different. Who in the hell is President Eden? When did that happen? Are they on this coast too? Most importantly, will they come looking for me? I hope this journey wasn't a huge mistake. At this point in William's life, he became a lot more isolated from the family next door. As to why he would hide himself in his house, this was either due to suspicion, as he could not tell whether this new family that was living with them were spies, or he was dealing with his own anxiety at the thought of bringing a severe danger to his family and now to the family next door from his own past catching up to him. Any day, he's seen it for himself. The Enclave could just stroll in here, demand him to come back to the fold, or just come in with plasma fire, minigun fire, and just lay waste to everybody. Doesn't matter if they're a child or not. November 15th, 2276. Some scientist named Lesko moved in with the Wilkes family across the street. They're helping him with some sort of structure on the old lot near the diner. Lesko offered to pay me caps if I helped, but I declined. I don't know who he's working for, but I don't think they're still looking for me. Our supplies are running low, and I need to begin foraging for food and some better drinking water. I'd have an easier time if it wasn't for the damned ants. I swear they have a nest around here somewhere. February 24th, 2277. These ants are becoming a real pain in the ass. So much so that I had to take a trip to Megaton and buy a better gun to protect my family. It cost me a small fortune. I had to trade every bit of ant meat that I collected, but it was worth it. I'm teaching Frank and Sheila to use it just in case something happens to me. If one of you are reading this and I'm gone, keep the gun in the kitchen behind the old fridge. April 2nd, 2277. I'm gonna have to find a better way to protect Sheila and Will from those ants. Ever since Lesko came to town, I'm certain they're getting more aggressive. Wasteland ants are bad enough, but at least you could run away from them. These seem to pursue you to the ends of the earth, if they could. Call me crazy, but I swear I saw one start a fire the other day. I don't know how this could be happening. I've decided to dig up my old sidearm and keep it hidden on me at all times. If those things get too close, I'll blast the antenna right off their ugly heads. June 17th, 2277. Final log. I can't believe I went through all that trouble to leave Navarro and make my way across the country just to get stuck in this shithole. I'll be damned if I'm gonna die here. Now that we're cut off from Lesko and Wilkes, I think we're on our own. The damn ants keep trying to find a way to get inside the house. Even as I'm typing this, I can hear them scraping the walls, looking for a way through. I don't know how much longer we can last. While that is the last log of William Brandis, it isn't the last we see of him. His body is found deep in the metro tunnels. There he is, dead, with 2 grenades at his side and 2 fire-spewing ants around his body. What was he doing in these tunnels so far from home? Where was Sheila and young Will? Their bodies are totally missing, and the guns that he stashed around the house were unused. Possibly what happened was Sheila and Will could have been taken by the ants as food, causing William to remember the first days he deserted the Enclave, grabbing his explosives, following the ants, damned to the consequences. A true father, sacrificing all logic and reasoning in exchange for pure rage to protect his family, even if it costed him his life. The other possibility is William sought to end the ants by blowing up their nest, leaving Will and Sheila the guns that he had procured, And when he failed, Sheila and Will were unfounded as their bodies got burnt to a total crisp by the ants, as the two tried to flee on foot, unencumbered by the weight of these guns, foregoing the protection in exchange for additional speed. Many possibilities lie in this story, but it's a story I love looking at from time to time, as we still don't know the ending. We can only speculate how the story ends. It is cruel. It is tragic. But in the pain and suffering of this family, we see the true resilience of the human spirit. How a man with pure determination will do anything to keep his family safe. How a government that conspires to conduct great evil loses the very humans that ensure the government runs. Even in Fallout 3, the president had to be replaced by a robot AI, and that AI continued its evil plans of genocide, further causing dissenters in the Enclave, even that of Colonel Autumn, to lead the entire Enclave and abandon the presidency, abandoning their entire government, and founding their own little faction. This has been Freezer 700. I want to hear from you what you think of this tale. I would love to know down in the comments. See you guys next time.